Everybody's talking about Fury versus AJ, but that fight means nothing if AJ gets clipped on Saturday night by Prenga. I think a lot of people are underestimating Christian Prenga. We've already seen what can happen when a kickboxing heavyweight walks into a boxing ring with real power and no fear. Rico Verhoeven, does anybody remember him against Alexander Usyk in Egypt? He's the perfect example. You know, Rico made that fight awkward, and he made Usyk work for a long period of time in that fight. A lot of us thought Rico was ahead, and it was a very controversial stoppage, wasn't it? So that's why Prenga can't just be written off. This isn't me saying that Prenga's better than AJ, by the way. It's me saying that he's dangerous, awkward, powerful, and the kind of guy that can blow up the script if he's underestimated. Now, people will point to his record. A lot of the pundits have been saying, yes, he's had 21 fights, he's had 20 knockouts, but the competition hasn't been great. It's not been elite level. But what I'm saying to you is that heavyweight boxing doesn't care about the story on paper. One clean shot, one bad round, AJ's mind wanders momentarily, any hesitation, and everything changes. And let's remember, Prenga isn't coming to go the distance with Anthony Joshua. He's not coming there to outbox him. He's coming for a knockout. That's his only route to victory, is a knockout. So what's going to happen? Prenga is going to make this very ugly from the start. I look at AJ's preparation. I think that's been interesting too, because he's been working very closely with Usyk, and that makes sense because Usyk has already dealt with a kickboxing style heavyweight with Rico Verhoeven. So he's got some kind of reference point there in terms of the awkwardness. But you can't recreate it until the bell goes. So we're talking about perhaps a fine margin in terms of advantage there for AJ working closely with Usyk. But there's also questions around AJ's mentality coming into this fight. After the tragedy in Nigeria last year in a car crash while Joshua was in the vehicle, and you have to ask what that does to a fighter. What does that do to anybody? He's already done everything that you need to do in this sport. He's got more money than he'll ever be able to spend. So the question for me is boxing less about legacy and more about purpose, focus, a way of healing through the discipline that comes with that. Then there's the physical side. AJ's chin has always been part of the conversation. Remember, he was dropped by Vladimir Klitschko and Andy Ruiz Jr. I'm not saying that makes him chinny, but it does mean that any heavyweight that steps in the ring with him, there's a route to trouble if they land clean. And if Prenga is as dangerous as his knockout record suggests, this is not the kind of fight that AJ can afford to just drift through. I've heard talk about, he needs rounds, he needs rounds. He needs to get rid of this guy, in my mind. If Joshua isn't sharp from the opening bell, this could blow up the road to the Fury AJ fight before it's even started. What do you think? Is Prenga a genuine danger, or is this still a straightforward AJ win? Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Give us a little like, give us a subscribe. That'd be really nice, wouldn't it? And see you on the next one.